hate the way Kang watches.
All right, let's go.
Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? They already had their turn. Two, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon. Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project Egg. Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through, so I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I can hit up for the dough? You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one money bags in this joint.
Citizens will be pleased to know that my incredible Kango Rail service is now...
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
Visit, live, destroy. Mua, Nueva York, Hydra Empire. Go!
I was just about...
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah.
Find out anything about our wealthy friend?
Four Manhattans. Ha ha ha.
All right, let's go. I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah. Probably unrelated.
I was just about to take a trip...
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I get one of those?
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich. Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah. Probably unrelated.
So I've been thinking about...
So what do you got for me?
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock...
Could be something there. If we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up.
You seen that superhero supply?
Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up. So putting what you've told me through the old Detective Mellon, we can deduce that the old prospector over in the Old West recently came into some serious cheddar. This is perfect. The only thing now is to figure out how to convince an old-timey prospector to invest in a Talking Ducks video game. But that won't be the weirdest thing I do all week by any stretch. Thanks for the help, kid. Oh, and if you run into Forbush Man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
City without giant giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
Working with Howard on this video game of his has been problematic. He laughed at my idea for the final boss, but I think he simply lacks the imagination to grasp its true awesomeness. But as an accomplished game designer, this is a problem I know how to fix. Some ideas are better to show than tell, so what we need is a prototype. We'll get you dressed up as my villain and show off your awesome villainy skills. Skillany. So, you in? A smart decision. I'll show you my design for the character. You've signed an NDA, right? Whatever. Get yourself looking the part, then we can start the demo. You know where the customizer is, right? Because if this was my game, there'd have been a tutorial for that stuff for sure.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though, it's really dangerous out there.
I've picked up a crime taking place near your location. Can you go take a look?
You see that superhero supply store? The lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Just the mind.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud. Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on.
Looking good. We're lucky I managed to arrange this meeting with Howard. He's usually crazy busy on the phone with publishers all day and... Wait. We don't have a publisher yet. That lazy. Soon as Howard shows up, I'll rustle up some enemies for you to fight.
All right, Forbush, make this quick. I've got another meeting after this. About meetings.
But we're the only two people working on... never mind. Feast your eyes on Cock-a-doodle-doom!
What?
Huh?
No one is safe from this foul enemy.
Oh, good. Poultry jokes.
I assure you, this villain is no yoke.
And not even original ones.
Fried don't know what you mean.
Ugh.
Questionable training.
Cock-a-doodle-doom lays her enemies to waste with devastating expertise.
The puns are making me like it less. You know that, right?
Come on.
If you think she's done with you yet, you're fresh out of clock.
No.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
And scene. So, what do you think? Pretty hardcore, right? Pretty intimidating, right? Pretty...
All right, stop saying words. You can put your stupid chicken boss in the game. But if any of the kids at the focus test start crying, it's coming straight out again.
You won't regret this, Howard. If the folks at ChronoCon don't love it, I'll eat my saucepan.
Oh, shoot. ChronoCon's coming up. What are we doing standing around yakking? We gotta get the game finished.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we actually had to make the thing. Thanks for helping us out, pal. If you're going to ChronoCon, make sure to drop by the stand.
All this danger really makes you realize how precious every moment is. Oh, a free snack bar. A 3-hour seminar?
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission.
Speaking of ChronoCon, you did get the tickets, right?